Step outside.
Cannot forget the M&Ms. Is it recording over here? Hey.
Check.
Hello.
You gotta speak up.
Hello, it's me. Hi. Welcome. There I am. Holy shit, you can hear me. I'm loud. Let me put this.
Check. There I am.
It's the first one we're not doing, or I'm not doing, with a goddamn pair of headphones, and that's cool. And it's the first one on video. I can see my, there we go.
Get some live feedback.
Hello. Can you
Check.
hear me? Can you hear me now? So welcome. We're live from the barn. Right? Because that's what you call it now.
Shit. Yeah.
not the shed
No, it's not
anymore.
the shed. Well, shed barn.
It's a,
Wait, am I too loud now?
it's a
God damn
barn
it.
of wisdom. Maybe you should put the headphones on.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was loud.
The shed barn.
The
Sharn.
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 Jinx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I kind of like that go. It makes it feel more live. Slight echo of the headphone speaker monitor system you have going on there.
Yeah. Very, very high tech.
All right, looks like so far it's recording.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. I'm probably going to just play this from when you started clapping, because that's cool. Fuck it. Include all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, clapping. You shouldn't have to use the clapping. It should line up pretty spectacularly perfect.
Yeah.
So,
But I like to be able to see,
yeah, it's
like with the music shit that I was doing.
the music.
I was making those videos with Bob, and he would just send me the MP3s, and I would do the same thing I want to do with this, and just use iMovie and put it together. So it's good to see like a hit on the drums or like the hit on the guitar or something to line it up with. So that's why nice little clap works.
bass drum.
Boom, boom.
We gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
you on Final Cut. Start getting some major, Marvel Studio quality video.
That
Put
was
some
the
of
shit.
that artsy skills
some-
of yours to work.
Yeah. Make some cartoons.
Joey Diaz seems to think you're pretty artsy, so I'm not
That's
gonna
pretty
argue
cool,
him.
right?
And you've taken some pretty cool pictures of my band and lots of other bands, so applying that to video would be pretty awesome.
Hell yeah. I've always wanted to make movies and like shit like that, but I've never had the know-how to get it all together, Like, because you have to have so many people involved
Yeah,
to even make a little thing.
for sure. It's a
now-
lot of work, and then the coordinate to have the vision. You got to have such a vision before you do it to be able to know that when you put it all together, it's going to look the way you want to look. That's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
The angles and all kinds of stuff.
I think of that shit, though.
Yeah.
Like, when I've written down, I've never gotten far because it's like, I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this story's going kind of cool, but I'm never going to fucking finish this, so why keep working on it? But I do make, like, little pictures of, like,
Storyboard.
scenes,
Yeah, the
like storyboards.
I wouldn't know how long it would have to be. Like, I'm not sure how many pages of a script constitutes, like, an hour-and-a-half movie.
I'm pretty sure that I saw, like, 150, 200 pages.
It's a lot of
pretty
pages.
Good
That's a lot of
amount,
work.
but
I would never finish that.
because a movie, like, is different than something like a stand-up show or something, because you
True.
got like a whole bunch of shit going on, video of stuff going on, and shit, like filling in space and stuff.
That's crazy too. Like when they do live stuff, if you're in a control room and you're like the guy that has to like push the buttons and do all the camera angles and everything, that's craziness. Like,
Yeah,
that's stressful. I've only done that in very small scale in college, and it's not fun.
that's what the dude that does the podcast with Joey Diaz, Lee. He went to school for video editing. He used to work on fucking Hell's Kitchen and America's Funniest Home Videos.
That's a stressful job. You got somebody yelling in your ear, and you got to press the right button, or I'm assuming you get fired. Cause
Yeah, yeah, it's
So,
like an
I mean,
important job. And for America's Funniest Home Videos, like they're constantly cutting to different scenes of shit. Like he had to have been a little skilled.
Does that still exist?
Position. It did. I don't know if it still does, but it did for a long time without Bob Saget and then Uncle Joey from Full House. Not the Uncle Joe.
Wait, Joey did it for a while. Joey Gladstone.
Pretty sure.
Cut it.
It was
out?
like cut it out, guy.
I don't remember that. I remember the other guy that did it forever. That wasn't funny.
Yeah, but he had a good voice.
I guess.
Like a good like, TV voice. Or
I don't know. I never really
voice.
liked the show that much. There's some.
Dude, I used to watch that every week, like every Friday, right? It was like on TGIF.
I was a big
with all
fan.
the other shows.
I was a big fan of the other shows. Topanga.
Full House.
It's Topanga.
Oh, Boy Meets World. Yeah.
Just Topanga.
You know what?
She didn't age well.
I
don't know. I haven't seen her in a while.
I don't know. But did you see the trailer for
Fuller House? I have not. I'm kind of waiting.
They have like a longer one.
I don't want to spoil it for myself, so
just do it. They're gonna put it all out on Netflix all at once anyway. You're gonna be able to just bam see it. But
Netflix is my shit.
I love it now.
There's so many good shows.
I fucking love it now. But you know what was a disappointment? Girl Meets World.
Well, I mean,
so they all grew up to Topanga.
Is that on the Disney Channel though?
Yeah, well, true.
That makes sense.
This is true.
I'm sure Fuller House isn't exactly going to be like high drama or anything. So
no.
But it should be interesting. To at least see like,
mostly
are the twins in it?
Everybody's back. No, they're the only ones that aren't back.
What?
It's about DJ and I think Kimmy's kids now. Like they're raising their kids. But
who knocked up Kimmy Kibler?
I know, right? Oh shit!
It's probably Uncle Jesse, the creep. Is she back? The hot reporter wife? I can't remember.
Lori Loughlin, I think her name is.
What was her name in the show? I can't remember.
Fuck. Yeah, she's back.
And John Stamos, right? It's definitely
Becky, right?
John Stamos in it?
Yeah,
he's the new one.
Uncle Jesse.
So it's just the twins. They suck.
It's just the twins that aren't in it. I mean, we only need one of you.
This is true. It's very true. What about the other twins?
The plumper one.
I
forgot about those ones.
Yeah, the little blonde, pinchable cheek boys.
Maybe they'll be getting all grown up. I did not see them.
Didn't they have bowl cuts and stuff?
Oh, they had super dome bowl cuts, like bigger bowl cuts than I ever had.
And then what about the new Mrs. Tanner? Remember didn't they get married in Disney or something? And then
oh yeah, the chick that
they all danced to Kokomo with the Beach Boys. It's a good episode, solid episode.
John Stamos used to be.
He was in the Beach
band,
Boys for
man.
a while. Yeah. That was a solid song.
Kokomo song?
Yeah, I like Kokomo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a real place or not.
I used to live down there in Florida.
In Kokomo?
No, not in Kokomo.
Oh.
That would be fucking.
The Beach Boys are really popular.
Oh yeah, with my parents, like they didn't really listen to too much music. So
they were my first favorite band. I was obsessed with the Beach Boys as a little kid. Used to dance around the VHS tapes and air guitar, and my brothers made me a guitar out of plywood.
What's his name? Brian Johnson?
Brian Wilson.
Is that his name?
Brian Wilson. Brian Johnson.
Brian Wilson. Yeah, yes.
He was
heard he was a little.
He, made one really ridiculously awesome album and kind of went nuts. So it's weird. Laid in bed. I think he laid in bed for like an entire year or something crazy. I don't know. There was this really weird old documentary where it's about him being weird, and he's just got crazy mental issues. He went on tour a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at videos of him, you can still see that he's like a little.
John Stamos was playing with him?
No, God, no.
Stand-up drums?
No. Just Brian Wilson without the Beach Boys. I don't think he talks to the Beach Boys. I think they get along.
It's like a Pink Floyd thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess so.
I mean, was there another main writer in the Beach Boys?
I don't think so. I mean, not from any. I mean, there might have been for the other songs. Like, I mean, Brian Wilson did write Kokomo, but Brian Wilson definitely wrote like "In My Room" and you know what I mean, and all those really awesome songs. So, yeah.
Yeah, but just living down there when I was little and hearing those songs on the radio, it had that vibe,
It's good stuff.
And then seeing fucking, because that's when I lived in Florida, was when I was always watching the fucking TGIF. and they had that little thing. It was like in Hawaii or like it was somewhere tropical.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of Florida, like Orlando or something.
I've been to Florida like once or twice. I'm not sure.
It's a cool place.
It's
Very nice to visit.
I don't like the heat.
No, I don't. I can stand it.
No, not that wet blanket sauna heat.
Oh no. This is like we went. Not last
I was going
summer,
to
but
fall.
the
It's
summer
probably
before.
nice.
We went in August. The beginning of August we went, dude. It was hot.
I know my
but
brother.
it was hot, like dry.
My
You know what
brother
I mean?
took his son to Disneyland in like early March, and I believe it was like mid to high 90s the entire week.
Damn.
It was terrible. Yeah, he was really happy about it.
But that's March, right?
Yeah,
March here is gonna be what, 60s maybe? Hopefully we get out of the fucking. With this weather though, like yesterday it was just 23, and now it's like almost 60.
It's gonna be 30 again tomorrow.
Hopefully, I'm moving Saturday into our
Where?
new apartment. It's right across the street from our current apartment. It's just a 2-bedroom.
That was a year already. Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy. 31st of March is a year. But I was looking at the weather, and it's supposed to be nice, so hopefully the fucking Siri weather is on point.
Moving's the worst thing ever.
It is, man.
Especially when it's not your stuff and you're helping somebody. It's not fun. You gotta do it, but it isn't fun.
I hate asking people to help. But, like, I've helped so many people move so many times. I don't even ask them people anymore. It's just my brothers usually that end up doing it.
I always get roped into that.
I think Bob's let me actually borrow his van for the morning.
You could fit
so
a
that's
lot.
cool.
Those things are like a TARDIS.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked the amount of stuff Billy the Light fits in the back of his.
Yeah.
Just amps and guitars.
And we only have to go, like, well, there's a thing in the middle, but we just got to go around the thing, and there's our
It's
apartment.
the same complex and everything?
Same apartment. You haven't been there to the other one yet, but it's right on White Horse Road.
Oh, yeah. I know where that is. Near all that
Like
good stuff.
past the
Smash
Olive
Burger
Garden.
and all that good
Yeah, past that though, on the same side. It's not far. And then this one's gonna have another bedroom, fucking fireplace in the living room. It's gonna be sweet. Hopefully I'll set up, because we're gonna have the extra bedroom as like an office kind of thing.
Nice.
So I'll set up this kind of shit.
Have like a whole base thing.
Yeah.
That'd be hot.
Because before I was just doing it in my fucking.
But then you can get your
kitchen.
laptop.
Or no. Dining room.
We'll have to get you. Then we'll get you Final Cut. You could set up like a permanent editing thing. Try to use Final Cut. It's way easier and more. It appears to be more complicated, but when you try to do like actual stuff with it, it's way more easy than iMovie.
Eventually, we want to get to the point where a lot of people are doing it now. Is they're recording it live right to YouTube.
Well,
Bam.
oh, YouTube. Yeah, you could do YouTube, or we could Periscope this. I could Periscope for my thing right now.
Oh yeah.
But the
And then
YouTube
you
thing
can
I think is
save-
better.
Yeah, it's like HD.
Yeah, it doesn't go
You don't have
away.
the words coming up on the screen.
You could probably use the computer too for the camera if it has a webcam, possibly. I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one.
That's why I got to get a hold of Lisa because he does podcast
does?
consulting.
Who?
The dude from the church.
Oh,
He started doing that like he does podcast seminars and consulting, teaching people how to like start it up because
right.
he pretty much, besides the other big ones that already had money and all that kind of shit.
Marin's huge.
And even Rogan, he started looking like this.
Worse.
You know?
Way worse. I don't. Wasn't
Sitting
even,
on a
Wasn't even
couch,
HD.
like-
At least
No.
this is HD.
At least this is gonna be HD.
Sort of. Phone HD.
Yeah.
HD-ish.
Let me just make sure that damn thing's still recording over there. I'm gonna get up 1 second.
Did you watch the Grammys? It was interesting.
I did not. I was paying attention only because.
The Gaga thing. The David Bowie tribute.
No, I didn't see that until the day after, but that was kind of cool.
I thought it was awesome. I mean,
It reminded me of this app I have where you can like make shit look like appear on your face and shit. I have a
yeah, I
spider
mean,
on my
all the
face.
effects were cool too as they went on. I like the robot piano thing with the moving microphone. I thought was pretty cool. Justin Bieber was terrible.
Did he perform?
He did, and oddly enough, it was
They let him perform.
It wasn't bad at first because it was just him and an acoustic singing, which was different. I mean, I know he started out that way, like as a little kid, but then it like morphed into this full band thing with Skrillex on drums, and I don't know who Diplo is, but I guess that's a thing. Diplo. I'm going to assume it's another kind of a Skrillex thing.
Oh, like a DJ.
Yeah, and it was.
But wait, Skrillex was playing the drums?
No, Skrillex was playing guitar, and he was rocking, like moving around and rocking like he was Slash. It was terrible. But oddly enough, not the worst guitar playing of the night, which would have been Joe Perry, who I don't know if he was drunk or he couldn't hear himself, but it was bad.
Dude, they had a lot of. I heard a lot of, or not a lot, but you heard what happened to Adele and her fucking performance?
It wasn't good either. Yeah, there was a sound problem or something. I don't know why she picked that
this
song.
This is what happened, dude. It was her and the piano on the stage, and that was it.
Yeah.
But you heard in the beginning of the fucking song, it was like, it sounded like a guitar in the background just going, ding, 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 just a little out of key maybe.
Oh,
but
maybe it was like some guy off stage,
you know
like sound checking or something.
No, did it happen? One of the fucking microphones inside the piano fell on the piano strings inside. So when he was hitting it, you could hear the piano, but you could also hear like, ding, it sounded like a guitar. So they had to like somehow fix that. I don't know how the hell they fixed it because I didn't see nobody run on stage and do it.
You probably just turn that mic off and there's less piano, and then
yeah,
it probably didn't help Adele at all. I don't know why.
At one point, they turned the piano almost all the way off, and her, and it was just like almost quiet. You gotta watch the video. It's horrible.
I zoned out.
She went to In-N-Out Burger.
I would have noticed, but the song was so boring, I kind of zoned out. So it was like, I went for her to put out another Rolling in the Deep. Enough with these big, epic
like,
ballads.
Set fire to the rain. Like, what the fuck?
That's
Where's it at? Jesus. But what? Oh, the reason that I was paying attention to it, I was looking on Facebook a lot, was because my homies, Seven Dust, not the
they
my
lost
homies.
though, right?
Yeah, they didn't win.
You don't know who
but
won?
They were. No, it was a band called Ghost.
Oh, that's right. We were just talking about that. Ghost.
Yeah.
They're the happy metalers. Well, they're not happy, but there's a song that
They
sounded
metal
happy
in,
to
like,
me one time.
Major keys or something.
It's a boring story, but yeah. Probably
I was
should
kind
have
of sad though, because this is the first time that Seven Dust has gotten nominated.
Really?
They've been around for fucking ever,
early 90s. Yeah, they've been around for
and they're awesome. Every
Extremely
fucking
hot
CD,
minute.
every album they put out is like got good songs on it, and then they get nominated. And I don't know, like I don't pay attention to like most of the award systems going on anyway, because they're kind of fucking bullshit.
I guess they did that off screen. I don't think they did that on camera. Announcing that.
I don't know. I saw afterwards, like some chick was like interviewing Ghost and asking them where they got their outfits.
They are hilarious.
So where'd you get your metal masks that look like devils?
Yes, well, the Pope with skull face is the one guy.
I watched the video after that. I saw that and I was like, because they got nominated for best metal performance and that for that.
It's
song.
not like all the way.
I don't even know how to say the song. It's like circle, but it's like CIRICL. I don't know, Cyricil. I don't know. But in the video, it's like a band playing, and I don't even think it's them. Because there's a little kid that's dressed up as the main singer with the.
Oh, so maybe it's like their
Pat
doppelganger band.
Yeah. It's about this little. It's got like this little girl going into this like talent show, all like sad looking and pissed off, and then she sits down.
Are you
and
thinking
sees
of the
this
Blind
band
Melon video?
I know. It was
The
like
B-girl?
an evil Blind Melon video.
The B girl. I wonder what ever happened to the B girl.
I don't know.
They're so good. Oh yeah, the Grammys. I guess the one rap thing was kind of awful. I don't know. I'm biased, or is it Kendrick Lamar? Is that?
I didn't even see that.
It was kind of like, it seemed more like slam poetry. I mean, there was like some music going on in the background, but it was like unrelated, and he was just kind of like, it was good rhyming, but it just, I don't know, it was weird. You got to watch it, and there was just like a big fire behind him, and then he was in it was like a performance art. It was really weird. I don't know.
It's like what Kanye tries to do on Saturday Night Live.
It was definitely that, but Kanye's slowly fizzling out.
What the fuck?
He's $53 million in debt. Did you see that?
I saw that, and I also saw that guy Max Skrill.
Who?
He's the dude from that pharmaceutical company that raised the price of the
Oh,
HIV
the Wu-Tang. The guy who
pills.
brought the Wu-Tang
The
out.
guy who bought the fucking he's got it. Like I watched a Vice.
Yeah,
video.
him and Ghostface Killer had
Well,
like
something was going on between them. Yeah, I don't know. But like this Vice interview was him and some Vice reporter. She was like walking around with him in the city where he lives and went to his apartment, and it showed his fucking. It was like gold plated, just sitting there on the table. He's like, it's only been listening to you here.
You know, Donald Trump's that dude's hero. Just by the way, like you can see his facial reactions and stuff when he's like talking to people. If you're bored, look up the video of him talking to Congress.
Oh, I have
Zero respect.
That's what I saw first, and I was like, "Fuck this motherfucker, man! I want to kill him."
Yeah, I mean he's a douchebag. He's definitely not.
But then I watched the Vice thing, and he's saying that it's not people that are going to have to pay this. It's Walmart and drug companies and shit. He's like,
it'll be
I've told people
taxpayers pay it. Because I'm going to have to assume that a lot of the people that are unfortunate enough to have AIDS or HIV and need the medication are on some form of assistance, and we pay for assistance. I don't know. There's plenty of other things that dude can do and make profit off of, not AIDS drugs. I don't know. It's just like.
But he also said on the interview that he would give anybody that needed it and couldn't afford it. He's like, it's easy to contact me. Just go on Twitter. He's like, I will stop what I'm doing and run to get you the medicine you need if you don't have it. He's like trying to make himself look like a good guy now, but
I don't even want to. Oh fuck.
That's just fucked up, man.
Douche.
Pharmaceutical fucking companies are bullshit. Anyway.
Donald Trump's fun though.
Dude, that whole Republican debate is fun.
Did you see that Jeb Bush let his domain name expire and Donald Trump bought it? So when you go to jebbush.com now, it goes to Donald Trump's website.
I didn't know what that was. Holy shit.
He's the greatest troll ever. He's fantastic. Even made fun of his mom.
He's fantastic.
Anytime you make a guy in a national debate go, don't make fun of my mom anymore, or stop making fun of my mom, you're not winning that debate. It's just never going to look good. And then my favorite part is when he went on to say, like, oh, when I was born, however many thousands of years ago or whatever, I was born, I looked up at my mom, and I was the luckiest boy in the world. And Donald Trump, well, she should be running. Oh.
He's a fucking asshole.
He's great. He destroyed Jeb Bush. Sorry.
Jeb.
George is back,
and
though.
Mark Rubio.
George is on the stump.
George what?
He's like, campaigning for his brother now. So now we're going to get George Bush quotes coming in. Just like old times.
It'll be like pre-9/11.
Pre-9/11.
Remember when he like didn't win Florida, but won?
Oh, yeah. They basically kind of. That was weird. They didn't really. It was weird how the Democrats didn't really try to fight it too much. They kind of just gave into it. I don't know. I was young, not really into politics yet. I don't know the details.
At that time, I was just getting into shit. I was delivering pizza. I remember watching most of the debate as I was waiting for deliveries to come in at Pizza Town, USA.
I worked at Wawa, and if I remember correctly, the papers came in and said Gore won.
Yeah, first.
Yeah, I wish I saved it, but I didn't care enough. I was too busy making Wawa wraps.
And fucking roast beef sandwiches back then probably too, because they don't have them.
The ones with the weird cubed beef? Yeah, they were bad. They would do.
I used to get them with provolone and fucking hot peppers on.
I used to like walk by, like every other time I walked by the steam table, I would grab a piece of the roast beef or a meatball. Terrible. That's all they had then, though. This was like when Wawa was super boring.
Oh yeah.
Their biggest fancy thing was the wraps, which was annoying. But you could only get them the way they made them. They were all pre-made by us. They weren't pre-made like somewhere else. But
and now you got the wraps just sitting out.
They do, and I think they still make them too behind the counter if you want to. But
oh really? Yeah. Like a fresh one?
I'm all about.
Give me a freshie. They make the fucking breakfast ones anytime you want. Wawa is great.
I can't get behind Wawa's breakfast sandwiches. I don't like the egg puck.
No.
It bums me out, and their sausage is pretty lame too.
It's not really that great, but
the the breakfast burrito thing's okay because they have like the, fake scrambled eggs things. Not fake, but powdered scrambled eggs. That's a little bit better than the egg puck.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they're good.
And they have just hoagies.
Yeah, you put them on a
breakfast,
roll. I
like
got that, and they use
scrambled
different
egg.
bacon for that, I think, too, or something, or breakfast.
Dude, their bacon is always good there. It's like I like it crunchy. No fat
It
on it.
depends. I don't know. All the places.
Like not too crunchy that it'll break a tooth, because I have broke a tooth on crunchy bacon before.
I fell into falling back in love with the old school egg McMuffin.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
I never fell out of love with it. I went
on a long sausage McMuffin bender for years, but I started kind of like not being so compatible with my stomach in my older age. So, but the sausage is so good. McGriddle's probably the biggest stomach bomb.
You need to have breakfast all day now.
I do it constantly.
I haven't really gotten it at night yet.
I think I got it at night once, but I'm always getting it at like 11:30 a.m. and half hour or so after. It's still working. I still see levels. It's pretty good.
I see levels too, but I hear like a...
I wouldn't go by that because we got stereo headphones plugged into a mono jack, so it's probably all screwy.
Yeah, like a... We hear it.
I think that's just a cable. It won't come through on the recording. Nope. It will not. We boys.
Is there anything else with the Grammys that you saw that was interesting?
I mean, Joe Perry was probably drunk. That was interesting. Johnny Depp came out on stage with Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, and that was pretty awful. It was a big mess. It was loud, and there was like...
He was going to come out on stage with Marilyn Manson.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah, old Marilyn.
He looked good, Alice Cooper. He looked good for his age. They did a little Lemmy tribute. But again, drunk Joe Perry was playing on a key.
You know what I also heard? I heard Paul McCartney, Taylor Hawkins, and Beck walk into a bar. Well, they tried to. It was an after party for the Grammys, and they went up to the door, and they got turned down twice in a row, like by whoever the fuck was in there. I forget.
People are such idiots.
How the fuck?
That guy got fired.
That guy got murdered.
Worst doorman ever.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I don't know who Paul McCartney is. Sir, you could step away so I can let these more important people in. Justin Bieber's behind you. Can I please let him in?
We need you guys to step aside so we can let
Taylor Swift won again. I was hoping she was going to like... I mean, in my head, the most perfect thing in the world would have been if Taylor Swift immediately went up on stage and started her speech by thanking Kanye West for making her famous. Would be pretty amazing, but she didn't. She gave like a vague speech about women and people trying to take credit for their stuff, so she kind of acknowledged it without saying his name, which I guess is better than saying his name, which is what he wants. He's very hateable. I mean, I try not, I don't like rap, so I don't have very good big opinions on it, but he transcends all that. He's just really hateable.
Yeah, just as a person.
That's just everything. Everything he says, the fact that 85% of it, he's just saying that, so we doing exactly what we're doing now, and it's annoying.
And that Max Skrill guy, back to that guy.
Saying
he offered to buy his new album, too.
He tried to, and somebody ripped him off or something. I think he lost like $15 million.
Didn't he?
Yeah, and then Kanye West didn't even finish his album. There was supposed to be like something.
It somehow got released, but now he's like
it was supposed to be released,
and
he didn't finish it. And then the company that did it wasn't able to give everybody their albums, and everybody's trying to get refunds, but they're not responding. It's a thing. He's freaking out a little bit. Then the whole Twitter thing about asking, Mark Zuckerberg for, invest in Kanye West. Invest $1 billion in Kanye West, I think he said.
Right. And you asked Kim for a little of her butt money.
Seriously, Kim's got to have way more money than him now.
Speaking of Kim,
always,
that fucking OJ thing is pretty.
Every
pretty
time
good.
they reference the young Kardashians, it's pretty hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the part where they're misbehaving at the funeral.
We're in the bedroom, or no, in the living room watching their dad on the TV.
Oh yeah, and they start chanting Kardashian. Somehow I feel like that really happened though.
Probably did.
They're weird.
Or it's either happened or they wanted it to happen so bad that they probably got somebody to go,
so
can you put that in
name?
there? Yeah. Oh, my God. But it's interesting. I'm watching it. And they're supposedly putting out some shit that's like, you know, wasn't out back when the trial happened and stuff.
What, evidence? What does this
I don't know.
everybody
It's
need?
evidence. I don't fucking know. Is OJ out? Like, where's he at?
He's in jail because he got caught trying to rob people of his memorabilia. Held people at gunpoint at a hotel room. And they're like, and
What
I
a
guess
fucking
they had their opportunity to finally put him in jail, and they did.
Was it L.A.?
Las Vegas.
Close. Because L.A. was the one he ran from, and they were pissed that he got away.
Yeah, well, they're dead. They would have loved to do it, but and plus he got raped with the civil case too. Like everything he does or makes money off of, including the memorabilia. Or no, I think that's why he wanted the memorabilia so good, because for whatever reason, anything he did with the memorabilia and that kind of thing, they didn't get to take the money, the Goldmans. But everything else, like if he did TV or a book or any of that stuff, they would get like pretty much most of it.
Damn.
So that was kind of his thing, and then I don't know.
It's crazy.
I guess he thought it was a good idea to hold people at gunpoint. I guess you get away with murder, you might feel a little untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I pretty much decapitated a woman, and
Yeah.
they did a good job casting Kato.
I didn't see Kato yet, did I?
I did.
Did we?
It was pretty hilarious. They probably
Some preview or something?
They're
He
probably a
wasn't
little
in the
too
first
nice.
2 episodes, was he?
they're probably a little too nice because the guy's like super jacked, and I don't remember Kato being jacked, but he was definitely pretty.
He was just like Fabio looking.
Yeah, he was pretty, but he wasn't like.
He wasn't big and strong. And shit.
Kato, what a stupid.
Kato.
What was he? He was like I don't even. He was just staying there.
Every time I heard his name too, like it reminded me of what's his name, Kano from Mortal Kombat, because it was really
cooler.
into that game.
He looked the same. He looked a lot like that guy who knocked up Anna Nicole Smith. What's his name? Larry Burkhead, I think his name was.
What?
You don't remember the Anna Nicole Smith at the end of his life?
Her life?
Yeah, she had a kid, and it was with the blonde dude. I'm almost certain his name was Larry Burkhead. He was like a little. He looked.
It wasn't that guy Howard Stern.
No, they like to say that, and yeah, he was weird. I think he's in jail.
Yeah, I think something happened with him too.
This is really weird. One of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my life is that clown video. It's funny until it isn't, and then
I don't think I saw it. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, you do.
Next time I'm.
It's bad. She's like, at least on like 20 Xanax, and her face is like made up in like.
Oh wait.
Yeah, and she looks
Yes,
like
I
in
did
clown
see
makeup
it.
that somebody put on. Like, were you on Xanax when you did that? Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, because I watched that Anna Nicole like story.
Yeah,
was on
it was
E!
creepy.
Or some
That's when
shit.
everybody started, kind of getting worried about her.
Yeah, I would. Shit.
She was so hot when she first came out, though. It's a shame. She's married to that old guy forever. Not forever. I guess it was like a couple
she
years.
got her money, right?
She did. They tried.
Besides Playboy,
they tried their best not to give it to her, but she got it.
she got it good.
It's his money. He wanted to do it. There's no way. He was that rich and he was a successful businessman, so he was smart enough to know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Just wanted to go out on top. I guess.
She didn't know.
I guess he didn't really like his kids, because.
No, he liked them boobies.
They're okay. A little too fake. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like Pam Anderson.
He was an old dude,
Super old.
not able to walk.
Like blanket on the lap all the time in a wheelchair old.
Yeah, like because he's covering up pee or something.
Because he's probably covering up
Got bag.
little skinny legs that can't do anything.
He's got a little. Dude, I shouldn't talk. I feel like one of these days I'm gonna like end up with a poop bag or something.
Colostomy bag,
You know.
I believe is the technical term for a
Colostomy.
poop bag. I do like poop bag better though.
Yeah.
Rolls off the tongue a lot better. A good song name.
Poop bag or poop tout, a tote bag.
You could make a whole series. Like different size bags.
Me and Mike wanted to make a website 10 years ago called celebritytampon.com. And just like
Mike Klein or Mike Messina?
yeah.
Seems so out of character for him to want to do something like that.
No.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
He's I mean, he was young back then.
He was I mean, he's
It was
really
right as he started his career.
he's not a stranger to drawing dicks on things that I
On
find
Windows
days later.
now.
I would like days after practice pick up like a lyric sheet that we're practicing and just on the back, like just the size of the piece of paper would just be a giant dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time, I was working at the law firm up in Westmont, and he came up there, and mind you, like my office was like business casual.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to like I could go to work like this if I wanted to.
Right.
So I was good. But he came up from his office, his life insurance office in Cherry Hill, wherever the hell he was.
Oh yeah.
And he was dressed with a suit.
Oh yeah, I love when Mike shows up.
I only saw like a second of him because I like got up as they were calling me over, and he was like walking away. He gave him an envelope, like one of those big mail envelopes, and it had my name on it, and nobody saw it except for when I went back to my desk. But I go back to my desk and I pull it out, and it is just fucking big dick. I'm drawing on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I mean, that's Mike. It's our Mike.
And everybody around me is asking me, "What did you do? What was that? Was that delivery? What'd you get?" And I'm like, "Here it is. Just a dick on a piece of paper."
Big 8.5-inch dick on a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
I guess unless he drew it the other way.
I love that guy.
11 inches. Depends, I guess.
Yeah.
How you oriented the dick on the page. And
Well, he always draws them with like faces and like
he
warts
does.
and
He
shit
does. He
like
will.
that.
He's
So.
put a little smiley face on the head sometimes.
Yeah. Put like a little wart on the ball.
We made him a penis cake for his birthday the one year. Remember?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I helped make that. Pubic hair and everything.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Arizona tea is so good.
How's the band going? You got any gigs like coming up soon?
Yeah, my birthday show is at the Alibi Room, which should be interesting. We never played inside, so it should be very intimate and cramped, and it's going to be fun.
That was used to be called Gino's
And the
Tavern or
and
some
the
shit.
Double Deuce.
Was it the Double Deuce at one point? I thought the Double Deuce was something else.
No, it was the Double Deuce too.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, Gino's was like a while ago. That's where I bought my first, like on my 21st birthday at midnight. I fucking went there and bought like a 12 or a 24 pack or something.
I don't think I drank on my 21st birthday.
I don't remember drinking. I remember buying it.
Yeah.
I was more of a smoker,
Yeah.
you know.
Big time.
Even though you gotta keep that.
I
on
don't
the
think I
DL.
got drunk until I was like drunk. No, I did get drunk before I was 21, but that was it. I had like one bad experience and puked all over myself and woke up in it. That sort of thing, and felt sick the whole next day. And it's literally the last time I ever vomited on
The first time I
alcohol.
got drunk was off of Southern Comfort.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I got drunk, I didn't, puke my brains out. But the first time I drank like an asshole was vodka. Grey Goose.
Oh, okay.
And I paid for it hard. It was bad. Deserves it.
Southern Comfort was. I don't even know what size fucking bottle it was, but it was like this tall. I don't know how wide it was.
So much sugar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why the hangovers hurt. Because that's why it's so sweet.
I don't even remember the hangover, but I remember going to my friend Pete's house, and
Pete Ware?
Pete Ware. It was back in high school, and I think it was like 16 or 17. And he ended up coming over my house one time with a fucking backpack of fucking with vodka in it. My mom, he left it
way
there.
ahead of me. I was a square in high school.
Yeah. He left a backpack. My mom found it in my one room, the den, and it had vodka in it. She made me pour it down the drain. I was like, what the fuck, Mom? It's not even mine. But I went over his house, and he had the Southern Comfort. He's like, here. He just gave me the bottle and like a shot glass or a cup or something.
Put lime in it? That's the
Didn't even
go-to.
do that. No, I just didn't have nothing.
SoCo lime used to be my go-to.
I'm pretty sure I might have had ice. I don't even know. But
It's sweet enough by itself.
He's like, just drink a little bit, and I'm gonna go get a shower. I'll be back down. And we had a interview with the vampire on that night.
Romantic.
It was I don't know. It was like what 96, 97, you know.
Reboot of Vampire. It might be before that.
Well, no, it was on, TV or video or something,
Right.
so it wasn't like brand new out.
That was a very young and dreamy Brad Pitt in that movie.
Yeah. And Tom Cruise had to walk on the fucking. Did you hear about that?
No.
As in the scenes that he's like walking next to Brad Pitt in the movie in the woods and shit like that, they had to build a ramp.
Oh,
Because Tom Cruise is so short. That's so he's like the same height as they're walking next to.
Apparently, he's not as short as everybody thinks he is, but most of the other people that get movies like him are like clearly over 6 foot, so it looks ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think he's like 5'9".
But Brad Pitt probably is over
Brad
6
Pitt's
foot.
over 6 foot, so it's like
It's a big difference. But yeah, they built a little ramp for him.
he does his own stunts in Mission Impossible. So
Yeah. But so he went up there. I just started drinking around the bottle.
That's what
And I'd never been drunk before, and I never drank hard shit
You're
before.
describing my vodka experience perfectly, but replacing it with Southern Comfort.
He came back downstairs. I was drunk by this time. Just didn't know it yet. I just got hungry. I think I had smoked pot before that, so I knew what it was to have the munchies. So I kind of felt like I had munchies from alcohol. It was weird.
Boy. I know where this is going.
So I went upstairs, and he had like some bread and some potato chips. So I made a sandwich.
Potato chip sandwich? Nice.
Yeah. Ate that shit, went back downstairs, and then we were like about to go to sleep. It was his like room was in his basement at the time, and he was on his sofa, and I had like a little pull-out like bed or whatever, and I just remember him shutting the light off, putting a fucking trash can right next to me. And as the light goes off, I'm looking at the TV, and it starts going like this. Like, I was horribly fucking gone.
Room starts
So
spinning.
luckily, I knew where that trash can was. I just went right for it, like, it just came all out.
I believe
That was my first drinking experience.
I believe I vomited into a bag of Cheetos, or not Cheetos, Doritos that I was eating. Not Doritos, Tostitos
Tostitos.
that I was eating. And that's kind of the last thing I remember. They were trying to pull me into the kitchen, which was like a hardwood floor. So if I vomited more, at least it was hardwood floor, and I couldn't move me.
So you were just all over the carpet?
I was just, yeah, I guess so. And then I woke up, like, I had like a sleeveless T-shirt on and shorts, and I just woke up freezing.
I never
Very, very
blacked
disoriented.
out drunk. Like, even that night, I threw up, and I was still, like, drunk and awake, and then I just
I didn't
went to sleep.
I mean, blackout would, to me, it would mean like I was still doing stuff. I just like puke, and just like passed out. I was like, out.
Okay.
Like, they're trying to move, and I was like, no, blah blah blah. But like,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
but other than that, like I didn't.
Do you ever black out? Like,
No,
not
dude.
know
Literally, that
anything
was
that
the
happened?
last time I've ever drank like that. Like I never even like approached.
Yeah, never been a big drinker.
I don't like the feeling
Lately,
of being drunk. I don't even like the feeling
like-
of being slightly drunk when you start to slur. Like it just.
I kind of, I'm down with it, but what I don't like is when you come off of it, because you got to keep drinking to stay there, and it's like it gives me a headache a little bit.
Yeah, I like beer, but I like the taste of beer and drinking the fancy beer with, you know.
I'm down with the Reds Apple Ales lately, man. I know you probably puke at it, but
I wouldn't puke, but I mean,
it's like apple juice with fucking bubbles, dude.
I guess. I don't know.
You can't get down with it. And now they have fucking orange ones.
They're
that
too
have different
acidic. It
flavors.
reminds me of like the Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Acidic?
It hurts my stomach.
No, it's acidic. It's the lemonade.
Stout. Nice hoppy
I just don't like the taste
IPA.
of beers and all those, man. Like the fucking, what was that? The hops in them.
Oh, dude. So good.
They get you drunk as fuck, quick as shit. But
I mean, I guess if you slam them, but, you know.
I don't know, man. That one time I went to see you guys at Xfinity Live, and everybody was sitting on the tables and shit.
It's
It
because
was like one of the first times I had one of those like IPAs.
It was probably the Golden Monkey, not the IPA.
Yeah.
No, that's a Belgian triple.
Oh, okay.
And that's generally, that's like 9% alcohol, which is
like
a
3
good
beers.
2%.
2.5, 3 beers right
No,
there.
I mean, unless you're drinking like O'Doul's or something, but even Budweiser's like 5.5%. Yeah. Coors is 4 point something. You know, is that range?
Oh, okay. I thought most beers were like 3.
Like wine coolers?
Probably.
3% alcohol. That would be like, that would take so much work to get a buzz with 3% alcohol.
What?
It's really that's not a lot of alcohol, especially when you consider 12 ounces of liquid. You only get 3% of its alcohol. It would take like a 6-pack to get a good buzz if you're a close to 200-pound man.
Drink Don Q. You ever hear that? It's it's like cheap, clear rum. If I'm gonna drink rum, it's got to be clear.
Get Bacardi. It's not that expensive. There's no reason to have.
I know, but
cheap
Bacardi's got more of a, like compared to this shit, it's got more of like an alcohol like taste. You know what I mean?
You don't drink rum straight anyway. It's a mixer.
Me and my brother would just fucking take shots of it.
Whoa.
Get like a good drink to chase it with.
Coke. Rum and Coke's one of my favorites. Crown and Coke is.
Crown
Rose good. Scotch. Tequila's my favorite.
Back to high school days. I always loved Crown just because of the bags.
I can't imagine doing drugs or drinking in high school. I had a hard enough time paying attention and like staying even somewhat like, you know,
focused in school.
Yeah, like the last thing I needed was to be high or
dude,
drunk
I remember
or
kids
hungover.
that would fucking come in there on acid.
Yeah, no way, dude. It would have been the worst thing ever.
Like a lot too. It wasn't even like it was like they do it once in a while.
College is a different story. High school, no. I didn't need to do that in high school. It would have been terrible.
College is
I played football and stuff too. I don't even know, like, there's definitely kids on the team that like party and stuff, but I don't know how you had time for it. Like, by the time you're done practice, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and you got school the next day.
Plus, you played guitar back then too?
I did. Started when I was like 12.
You were practicing on that shit, plus all the other extracurricular.
Yeah, it was definitely more interesting guitar than going out. Possibly getting caught drinking and my dad beating the living crap out of me. Yeah. There was no upside, really.
I never had any like extracurricular activities besides one time my mom put me in an after-school thing when I was in 5th grade. It was the summer between 5th and 6th grade. So I don't know. I might have been like 12,
baseball,
13.
Little League?
Oh, yeah, I did that when I was real little. But then I stopped for some reason.
I did football. Boy Scouts. That's not really extra. That's about it, though. Yeah, football's the only thing that was like truly like school sanctions extracurricular activity.
She made me take speech and public speaking. I had to write speeches this summer that I took that class.
It's really cool.
It is kind of cool now that I think about it, and now that I kind of see what I'm doing right now.
I mean, it's cool now, but it's not the same as what they try to make you do in public speaking, which is ridiculous. This was like one of the first classes I took in college, and I waited till like the last semester to finally take it.
Yeah.
It's a 101 class or whatever. It was that, and then
you had
fundamentals of drawing, which was one of the first ones. I just
didn't want to.
No, I was not really interested in like sketching and stuff.
Boring.
But you have to graduate, so yeah, I did the whole drawing a naked person thing. Old guy.
Yeah, I wish I would have put myself through that shit. I still have time, I guess, but
yeah.
I gotta have to get something together here. Fucking unemployment's running out.
Yeah, you gotta help Bob branch out, so he has to start having like, he starts getting like multiple setups, so he can have like 2 things.
Yeah,
going at once.
we've been talking about it.
All he really needs is another mixer and a set of speakers. You're halfway there, depending, especially if it's like.
Pretty sure he has the mixer. It's just.
Especially if it's like the other gigs, like say a duo or something, where it's not like a full production kind of a thing. It would be a joke. You know what I mean?
It'd be easy.
You wouldn't even need to worry about having a van or anything. You just throw it back.
I'm actually I'm gonna get a hold of the Otts and Voorhees that they're opening. See if they got a sound guy or if they're working with anybody to do that shit.
Yeah, I forgot. I gotta
Maybe just get a permanent spot there.
If
have Bob shit set up there. That'd be awesome. I hope they do, man.
The other ones don't.
They need to. Even if they don't have their own sound, I would see if what Bob would want to do.
Well, you could do the thing like with Valaris. He's kind of like somewhat involved. He doesn't do all the sound, but he helps book and stuff.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool.
And
it's right around the corner.
And I wish there was more people like Bob doing it and not the big soulless
companies that are doing it.
We won't mention, but
but we have we haven't actually mentioned names.
Whatever.
We don't have to mention names because you know who the fuck you are.
Yeah. They've all cashed. I've cashed checks from most of them. I can't complain too much, but
I haven't.
I just wish there was more checks to be cashed from them, and just keep giving it to those big giant bands with their over-the-top production and marginal talent.
And backing tracks.
Lots of backing tracks and laptops. Yeah, we have talked about this now. I think about it. But yeah,
not a big fan.
Me neither.
I
Hopefully.
don't know. I feel like there's got to be some next level. Now that our technology has gotten to the point where it is, bands can do a lot more with the little that they have. You know what I mean? Like, you can pretty much produce your own fucking record yourself if you
Oh,
can.
yeah, big time.
If you have the recording
Look at our light
abilities.
show we do with one extra person.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
So it's, yeah.
J Mick. What's up?
So, I mean, that's the whole LED thing. So LEDs changed everything. Besides
Yeah.
the fact that you don't have to sweat your ass off on stage anymore with stage lights like you used to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
That was a lot to set up for him, wasn't it?
Real stage lights?
No, the one when he played set up with the rock show. He was setting. I was giving him a hand, but there was a lot of.
There was a lot of
strips.
There's a lot of stuff to work around. Yeah, we had 6 strips and 4 round lights, and usually we have this
Looks good.
beautiful curtain. But we
And-
haven't. He's still programming everything into his new fancy board, so I think this is the
Yeah.
last thing to get programmed. So it's
Man. You gotta help him set up like a social media presence. I told him we were sitting on the couch a couple weeks ago, and he said you were gonna help him like design something, like a logo or some shit for him. He wants to do something with the lighting shit. He just doesn't want to do it like full time and like offers assistance when you guys are playing. He doesn't want to dick you guys over,
well, no.
But he should do something.
But
man.
we have weekends off. We're not like it's not
Yeah.
like we play every single week all the time.
Who knows? Maybe if
I
Hots
would like
does
to.
let me do that, maybe they'll let me fucking have Jay up there running some lights at night.
Yeah, I mean, there's other bands.
If it's a hopping spot.
He did lights for
knows?
Rearview Mirror, and there's some other bands. I know Jacob Graff has talked to him about doing lights for stuff, so he'll
Mhm.
branch out. And then I'm sure any other thing I decide to do musically, other bands and stuff, I'm sure he'll be there, lighting the
were,
way. So
You were jamming with Nate from Heroes in Era, but now he's got his own thing.
Nate
or-
McAdams, yeah, he's
Yeah.
starting a new. It's a band.
It's a band.
Yeah,
No name
There's
yet?
no name yet. Really good musicians, like crazy good, which is nice. And it's got like a Steely Dan funky vibe. It's really interesting, but should
Are you
be
gonna
really
be
cool.
part of it?
Yeah.
Nice.
We went through 2 songs so far, so
Is that all he's gonna focus on? His original songs? He's not
I think
like,
that's all they
worrying about
focused on
covers?
because they didn't have a guitar player first, and then. I don't know how the process went or if they had other people come in or not, but,
What did they have when you got there?
There's the bass player, Dom, and then there's drummer, Greg, and Nate. And they're super.
I know Nate's already good.
Nate's incredible. And then
So
the
anybody
bass
he
player's
plays with
awesome.
is probably good.
And drummer's really super tight. And drummer's really into Steely Dan, so that's always a bonus.
That's
Well, so's Nate. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much or if anything they did with a guitar player beforehand, but when I came in, we just kind of sat down and went through the songs.
Did they have like any idea of
Yeah,
what they want to do though? I mean, are they trying to that they want to form a band? And,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
make
I think the
original
goal
songs,
is to
right?
play some shows at some point and get enough songs together and come up with a couple cool covers to throw in there, as you would, something to go along with the feel of the band. So
I was just talking about them with Bob and Shawnee on the last podcast we did last week, and I don't know, like they have 1 or 2 vocal parts they need to finish on the Heroes in Error shit, and then that'll finally be done. But
yeah,
who knows what's going on with that? Maybe that's why Nate's kind of getting bored. He wants to start something else. It sucks though for Bill, but
Bill.
Bill's the drummer from Heroes in Error.
I don't know. I mean, I know Taylor. Met Taylor. Played with Taylor. He's awesome, talented dude.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Bill's the drummer who played on Shawnee's album.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I met him. I think I might have met the other Lanahan too, Connor.
Yeah, that's the bass player brother.
So
Yeah,
I think I met
He's-
both of them at Tirna Knock.
he's good.
Well, Taylor's really good, so that would make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Seems
That's
to be
where
a
I
thing
met-
with brothers. Me and Eddie works out kind of nice.
That's where I met like Taylor, Connor, and even Shawnee. I think I had probably seen play there at Dante's. Remember Dante's when it was Dante's? Now it's Time Out Sports Bar. That bar used to be Dante's, and that's where Drinking Out of Cups started, pretty much. But she apparently sang with them for like a year or so. But I didn't know that.
I remember that now. She looked a lot different. Her hair
Yeah,
was
she had, like,
long
longer hair or
Yeah,
something.
I do remember that. I
She
saw
said she blew her
her.
voice out or some shit twice.
I saw her for the first time at Harper's. It was like before her album came out. She did a little set.
Yeah.
It was really awesome. She's good. Cool hair.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
It's
Every
tonight,
other
right?
Tuesday night.
Oh, every other Tuesday?
So it would be
So not tonight?
Not tonight, next Tuesday.
You know, I don't want to go. Do you want to go with me
Where?
one time on a Tuesday night that's not ours? Helium. I just want to check out their open mic.
Who is it? Helium?
Yeah.
Oh, comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would go to that. I've never been to a comedy club as much as I love comedy.
You've never been
Yeah,
to a
totally
comedy club?
slack on that. I would love to go see, like... But, I mean, it sucks now, like, Louis C.K. is not as fun because you're not going to go see him at a club. You're going to go see him at, like, Wells Fargo or something.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah.
But there's other people that are, like...
There's a lot of comedians.
I would, personally, right now, Jay Okerson would probably be
Yeah.
him would be my favorite. He's awesome. Or Tom Segura's amazing.
Yeah. They both, I think, just had Netflix
Yeah,
specials.
so
Dude, everybody
the Tom Segura
that I
one's
listen to
so
now is
good.
getting Netflix specials. Even Joey Diaz, he was talking about it yesterday on his podcast. He's supposed to go to the Comedy Store to have a showcase for
Netflix.
and a whole bunch of people. But it's going to be on a Wednesday in the main room, which they have 3 rooms at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And he's like, my timing is way better in the original room, the OR, they call it. So he's like trying to like maybe get a postponed or changed down because he doesn't want to fucking do that.
He
But
should get a special. He's
it's
amazing.
long overdue. He actually just filmed one as he was doing the Savage Dad CD. He had another hour that he recorded. It might have had a little bit of the same material, but it was mostly different shit because he wanted to put out a video and the CD, different shit at the same time almost. That's when it was like November when that came out last year.
There's a lot of good stuff on Netflix. Even the new Chelsea Handler documentary thing was really good.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
It's good. I didn't want to, but I was really bored one night. They're really good. The one about drugs is good. The one about racism is good and scary.
Oh, it was like a show? I thought it was
There's
just like
4 of them. I think
okay.
there's racism, drugs, marriage, and I don't remember the 4th one.
Yeah.
But the racism one's creepy. Drug one's cool. She ends up going to Peru and doing ayahuasca and all that stuff.
Ayahuasca. Yeah.
Oh, and then she sits and like at one point drinks a bunch of coffee and takes an Adderall. And like, there's like a person there like talking to her and asks her questions, and like she draws pictures, and then she does the same thing with Ambien and drinking. And it's really interesting. It's like a real documentary, but it's hilarious because she's funny. She's also a really not terrible person. Like she does terrible things, but like she just seems like a terrible person to like be around a lot because she's very opinionated and kind of pretty much hates everything. So it's fun. It's fun to watch. I would watch it.
Fucking who else? Oh, Hannibal Buress just came out with a new Netflix special.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch that yet.
I saw that. I gotta watch
that.
it. He's hit or miss. Sometimes
Really?
he gets a little too cute, like trying to be like too weird and too clever.
cute.
Yeah, like he's just like trying too hard to really.
Yeah. What do you think about the Amy Schumer shit? Everybody like.
I mean, if that's the joke they're worried about, like Sinbad did it like years and years.
What?
They're just talking about like names, funny names, goofy names for sex things, like Angry Pirate, blah blah blah.
No, there was a couple. You didn't see the video? There was a couple different like comedians.
But
that
is it
had
stuff from the
different
show
jokes.
or stuff from her stand-up? Because if it's
It's stuff from her stand-up that was filmed. It was stuff from the movie, and it was stuff from the show.
I don't know. I mean, there's enough people that came out and defended her that I respect. That I just think it's a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's nothing that seemed to come out that was like super definitive where people are like, whoa, like the Carlos Mencia thing. It just seemed like and the stuff with the show, it's not like Amy sits with a notepad and personally writes every single thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like it's not like Amy sits down and goes around and it's like sneaking in the back of clubs and watching people. It's just a team of probably like 15 writers, and they're the ones going to shows. So if one of them saw something and maybe forgot that they saw it in some kind of parallel thinking, she may not necessarily know whether or not. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
There used to be a problem with writers from TV shows going to comedy clubs and
The
doing
one show they
shows
used to bust
too.
balls about, they used to have to kick them out. Was I forget. They were talking about on the radio. Was I think Chappelle maybe even one of those that are like the writers would come into clubs and like take notes and stuff.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Crazy scene.
It does.
I swear to God, like, I don't understand why. Is it because of the temperature over there? The fact that they got the palm trees?
I don't.
Like, how come there can't be a comedy scene over here? Yeah. New York is not that far away, but like, it's not even as big as the comedy scene over there.
Yeah, but the New York comedy scene's way cooler than L.A. Other than like, I mean, once you get beyond like Joey Diaz and Ari Shaffir and that whole crowd, what is there?
There's like a handful in both cities.
There's a lot more than a handful coming from New York. You just start Dave Attell and Louis C.K. and Bobby Kelly and Patrice O'Neal, and you start getting. It keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
Not Chappelle. Chappelle's West Coast, but you know Okerson and all those people coming up that are crushing. Even in Cook, was, you know, Boston, New York. It's kind of the East Coast thing.
I just wish Philly had a bigger scene, man. It's so close to us, but nothing's popping around here.
It's. I mean, Helium gets a lot of cool people.
They get a lot of cool touring people,
yeah.
but like their open mic nights and shit like that.
New York's
like,
supposed to be the shit though. Like New York, you can go and you might see fucking, you know, Chris Rock. You know what I mean? People like Chris Rock,
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Comedy Cellar.
Yeah. They'll walk in and bump some poor person.
I just want to go to these places in general.
The Cellar is where I want to
there.
go. Like where they always show like the Louis show and stuff, and that's where they all hang out. When you hear the stories of them like sitting at tables, not that you would be able to sit at a table with them, but
Yeah.
literally like that one Louis episode where they're like doing the poker thing.
Yeah.
That was like his way of
version
like
of-
showing what happened at comedy clubs and stuff, and the whole conversation about what was it? They're debating the word faggot or something. I
Oh.
believe.
What if it's still love?
It was the gay guy at the table. He was telling them the history of the word and all that stuff or something. It was so good. It's one of the earliest episodes.
I just watched an old video. It's not that old, but it's of Patrice O'Neal on some Fox News interview.
Oh my God! When he
and
destroys the girl over, they're talking about what's funny.
Yeah, the feminist chick.
Oh God, that was the last time he was ever on Fox News.
I bet.
What did he say? He explained what the angry pirate is, right?
Yeah. He ejaculates on the face.
Dude, Patrice
I love that guy.
So good. I was so sad when he died.
But it's so true what he was saying, though. It's like their life is not funny. They don't know
No,
what the
he
fuck
was
funny
great.
is.
He was the shit. He was a gifted thinker. He had a definitely interesting view on things. It was just so funny. God damn it. Why is he dead?
I don't know. On that note, I think we'll
On an up note.
Yeah.
Super up note.
You want to play a little guitar real quick?
I guess.
Get a little something in there. See how it sounds
I don't know.
live.
Play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah, why not? Play what you think should be the theme song for the podcast.